Hi there, welcome to another educational video documenting my Web3 expedition. So this is going to be like a tutorial video covering everything about earning PRJX points. PRJX is the primary DEX on Hyperevm, the most lucrative in terms of revenue generation, in terms of TVL, in terms of prospect. And this video will enable you start earning PRJX points. In particular, you'll be able to earn it with a 10% multiplier. Assuming you are just getting started, you can use my invite. It will give you a 10x multiplier. My invite is Web3 Wikis. The link will be somewhere in the description. So this is my link. You can simply use my invite. If assuming you're on PRGX already and you have already started earning points and you want to improve that or amplify that by 10%, then you can go to your portfolio here and here use my invite Web3 Wikis. Okay, that said, let's get started. How do you position for the airdrop? It's very easy to do so. You start at the swap portal here, so you connect your wallet. You don't have to have had funds on the Hyperevm chain. By the way, PRJX is on Hyperevm. Hyperevm is an L2 powered by Hyperliquid. So if you arrive here, connect your wallet. Irrespective of where you have your funds on, you can simply swap your asset from any other chain. Simply select the chain here, even if you have your funds on Solana on Abstract chain, to get Hype. Now, Hype is the gas token on Hyperevm. So that's a good entry. Once you have Hype, then you can swap for any asset featured here. Okay. So generally, to earn points, swap is one way to do so. Another way is providing liquidity, but a larger allocation is dedicated to liquidity provisioners, and it's generally based on the fees that you have earned from the liquidity pools. I mean, in the form of yield. So you swap, one asset for the other. Swaps will also earn you points. For some, they are active swappers, so they can use that as an approach for earning points. For some, they are more defined in their swap. So basically they are swapping to be able to provide liquidity here. So let's say you are providing liquidity in the hype k hype uh LP volts, then you would need hype and some k hype as well. So it's not possible to provide one-sided liquidity at the moment, so you would need to have you know a portion of each asset. This is the ratio breakdown: 46% hype against for 54% key hype. Okay, now there are some settings here, but we're not going to dwell on that. That's not the essence of this video. It's just to guide you on how to get started with respect to the airdrop. Of course, the more concentrated your LP is, the higher the APR. So this APR is small, but you can tighten the gap to make it more concentrated. That will improve the APR. Of course, that is going to affect the ratio of your contribution, so you get the gist. Now, and it you will need rebalancing, because it's possible that due to volatility the price goes out of range. So if you want a lower APR but you don't need to rebalance much, then you can improve the range. But there are some liquidity pools here that are natively of high yield. For example, hype against USDTO, USDTO being a stable coin. So this one you need hype, and USDTO APR is 62% by default, but you can improve it. So when you arrive here, it's actually more 277. Wow. And this is quite a tangible range. So the APR here is really high. You are depositing hype against USDT. Hype, assuming you have hype, you can already use it here. And we all know of impermanent losses. So what that has to do with is, due to volatility, you may have more of one token than the other, for example. So this is a good pair altogether. Worst case scenario, you lose all your hype and you get USDTO, or you lose all your USDTO and you get hype. So some people like to uh non-stable coins, where they like both tokens, and where they lose one, sum of one, they will get it in the other. Okay. Now, the pool we saw earlier is also a good pool because K Hype is a liquid staked version of Hype. So, in this one, even if you experience impermanent loss, you will still retain the value of Hype. For some, they prefer to go stable coins so that they maintain their principal. There are many stable coin pools here. So you can go dual stable coins. For example, this is a dual stable coin Volt, but you see the APR is quite low here. There's also USDC, USDTO. Personally, I would prefer this one because TH Bill is the stable coin of another platform which has a confirmed airdrop. That platform is Theo Network. So basically, if you deposit LP into that, they are the issuant of TH bill. So if you deposit your LP into this vault or any TH bill related vault, then you will also be earning uh Theo Theo network points. This is another good one. Interestingly, USDH is a product of Felix. Felix also has a point system and a prospective airdrop. So if you deposit LP here, you'll be positioning for both. You'll be earning points on both um, Felix and Theo network. So obviously, PRJX is your avenue to many airdrop prospects. You simply need to, be tactical in your approach. So this has a point system. Interestingly, wow, I've not even earned um, uh, hmm, I need to check my or maybe it's too small to show up because I have a rank. I would have thought I'm earning points here. Anyway, I'll wake matters up. USDH is issued by Felix. USDH. Wow, we are digressing. I'm not supposed to go so technical in the course of this video. USDH, okay, is a product of Felix. Okay, anyway, you get the gist. More lucrative, more lucrative yield can mean that you will earn more points. Take note of that because the more yield you earn, for example, my portfolio here, I have a small position on this wallet. So you see, I've earned $1 worth of yield. That is what impacts my points earned. So the more yield you earn, the more points you'll be earning. You see, this is displaced, it's out of range, and it has been out of range for a period. So I need to reinstitute it. Okay, so we all know how to claim yield. That's very easy. But how would I approach my yield earned from PRJX? I can put it back into the LP to amplify my earnings, improve my principal, or I can deploy it into other platforms to earn points from them. So how I would deploy in uh, Hyperbit. So we are going a bit more technical. So Hyperbit is a platform that offers delta neutral strategies that will enable you earn points from different projects at once. So I would generally bring my yield from PRGX and deploy into one of the strategies here. Of course, for example, in this one, you need to have USDTO. So I would swap my yield, whatever it is, for some USDTO using PRGX, then deploy it here. And you'll see that I'll be earning all points from all these projects, Theo included. Okay, so interestingly, you will see that I've earned 64.33 Theo because I'm deployed into this pool with a small principal. You also see I've earned Felix. So I've actually earned Felix points, but it's maybe very small, such that the dashboard cannot pick it Now, this is my tutorial wallet. It's not my main wallet, so I use it to do tutorials like this. I'm also earning Hyperlend points. Now, this is as a result of the yield got from PRJX. You know, as it comes in, deployed into a wide range of strategies here, and you also earn hearts. Hearts is the point system of Hyperbit, and Hyperbit is known to have an airdrop. Okay, so it looks like Hyperbit, the current season has ended. I would assume so. So thanks for being here. Just a moment. Hmm. So I think the season for Heart has currently ended. Okay, so let's not complicate matters. I'm just giving an overview of the true essence of PRGX, not only as a way to earn points, PRGX points, but also as your avenue into the Hyperevm ecosystem and your avenue towards Hyperevm related airdrop. So let's leave it at that. I think this video is sufficient to get you started with respect to earning the PRJX points and also earning yield, lucrative yield. You see high APR prospects here. You only find those prospects on PRJX with your choice token. So if you have use soul, you can simply use the swap function, bring your soul to hyper EVM. It will result in, it will return to you as use soul. And then you compare it against hype. You maintain your soul, you know, instead of, so you just have as many options as possible here with lucrative yield. So the yield opportunities available on one chain may not uh, you may have higher yield opportunities on Hyper EVM. They vary basically. Same assets, but more yield prospect on some other chain because of different parameters. So when you have an asset and you're exploring, you're looking for yield opportunities, you have to go embark on some exploration or expedition, explore other chains to see what yield propositions they have, and this is one destination, Hyper EVM. And then your entry into Hyper EVM is PRJX, bringing us to the end of this video. Now, this video is going to be added to an entire publication, so you don't have to worry about this additional information I relayed, because there's an entire publication that I'll be iterating over time on the subject of PRGX, which you'll be able to access here. So I'm revamping airdropc.com. Although this is a widget of the annex site, if you want to go to the annex site, you can just use this airdrops.airdropc.com. Okay, so if you type PRJX here, it will lead you to an entire publication on how to. Now we are projecting that there will be an airdrop, but airdrops we all know are not promised. So I'm going to have a publication here, and uh, that basically I'll insert this video into, and I will also uh, cover those other strategies, for example, the Hyperbit one, and continue iterating this publication over the course of time with more information about PRGX. So Airdrop C is your destination for everything airdrops. Now, while you're on Airdrop C, ensure that you subscribe to Airdrop reminders. You can just click here, submit your email here, and that will do, so that I can send you airdrop reminders. Then contact me using this contact form, this Telegram, and this Twitter. Now, I'm going to fill this place up with so many airdrop prospects that your airdrop related needs will be on here. Eventually, I'm working on it as we speak. I'm headed to 200 in the next few days. So explore this, share it with others. Okay. And that's about it for this video. Check the description, a bunch of information there. Contact me using this contact form, this Telegram, and this Twitter. Subscribe to Web3 Wikis on all socials. Stay awesome, take action.